Hello everyone, welcome back to Marmaris podcast. Today, with me is Luke. You all know him,
Hello.
you all love him. He's back
Will
again.
I?
Yeah, they do. Um, we're gonna talk about Christmas and a bit of history, a bit of relevant topics, all kinds of things. But first off, I'm gonna do some self-promoting. Okay, Spotify. It's pretty fine. Someone has actually listened to it other than me. Pretty good. Um, Thank you to that one singular person. Anyone else want to listen to it? It's pretty good. Same quality, same thing, just on Spotify. Um, okay. Then my social medias, I'm just gonna link them in the description. You can listen to them
This
there.
season to be sell out. Fa la la. Sorry.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna link everything in the description. Um, Please, if you're there, subscribe, hit a like. You don't have to hit the bell. You know when I upload. Mostly every Saturday. But if if you really want to, you can leave a comment. Not necessary, but if you really want to, I really appreciate it. Anyway, let's get on with the topic. So, Christmas. Do you
Christmas.
do you celebrate it?
I do.
Do you? And what do you do?
Well, I don't celebrate it for any religious reasons. I'm an atheist.
Fair enough.
But it is sort of one of those just sort of. It's good to have a reason to see other people, to get happy, to bring light to this awful world. It,
Fair enough reasons. Fair enough.
happy.
Yeah. Um, like for me, when I was younger, because I live in the Netherlands, we also have a different holiday which kinda ends at the 5th of December. It's called Sinterklaas. Literal translation: Santa Claus to English. Don't really know why. It's just copy pasting like every other idea. Um, so what when I was younger, we didn't really celebrate Christmas. Well, we did and didn't really do it anyway. Um, as a kid, I got presents at the 5th of December, and then Christmas was just eating food with family. So we celebrated it, but not like some other families would. Um, but yeah, that was me. Um, Did you get any gifts, or do you still?
Uh, I do still. We did. Budget has well expectedly gone up as I've grown older, as and stopped seeing it as a opportunity to be happy and more an opportunity to I mean what? The opportunity to profit. No, but yeah, it's the opportunity to get something I've been wanting, and often if it's something big, I will end up contributing my own money to it as well because I don't want to get my parents into debt at Christmas.
Uh, I hope your parents
It's
are not that poor.
but it's an opportunity to get something nice.
Yeah,
Might as well be happy for the next year with this new thing.
yeah. Like I wanted to get like myself a gift, which is basically a PC with screens and that sort of things. So basically a full setup. Um, like 2 days ago, I looked perfectly fine. Everything was still in stock. Um, the day I wanted to buy it, every single thing was out of stock. Everything.
Wow.
Like I wanted to get a PC with a graphics card RTX 3060. Um, wasn't available. Then I wanted to downgrade to the 2060. Wasn't available. And then anything below that was just either just so garbage, or just more my budget, even though it was really, really worse. Or maybe some shops sold it, but then it was like 3 times the price. Well, not
Mm.
3 times, but like $300 over my budget, which I don't have. Um, so I'm gonna wait maybe till Christmas, maybe then they're in stock again. But yeah, that was my dilemma or sad moment this week. On with Christmas. You know, kids believe in Santa Claus. If you're watching this and still believe, I don't know how a 12-year-old or an 8-year-old is still listening to this. This is not for their age. Um, I literally listed this as not for kids, but like that's just so people can comment.
I mean, people will get through any filthier.
Yeah, it's not a restriction. Like, it's just not necessarily meant for kids. Because swearing, I do that. Um, Talking about topics that are not meant for kids to know just yet.
Like, Santa Claus isn't real.
Well, the thing
Hot
about that,
shade.
um, I didn't believe in Santa Claus. I believed in Santa Claus, which is the same thing,
Yeah.
just different date. Um, well, not the same thing, but you know, like you know, at some point you learn your parents do it. Like I, I was so naive. I didn't think my parents were that rich. They're not rich, but I didn't think they could afford a trampoline, a whole games, a lot of gifts. And I'm like, some rich man has to pay for all of this. I'm like, who's that rich man then, huh? And yeah, and then my parents told me, oh yeah, it's us. I'm like, huh? Can you afford this? Yeah, I was really confused.
I just love the idea that you actually just said to them, just you can afford this. Just when they told
Well,
you.
I might have not said those specific words, but I taught them. I had them in my head. Huh? You can afford this? I thought you were poor. No, we're not poor at all. We go on vacations a lot. But yeah, like at least twice a year, maybe 3 times. Yeah, I don't know why I thought my parents were poor. They both work. At least when I was younger, they both worked. So, you know, it works. Um, so yeah, that was my childhood being ruined at the mere sight or words that my parents spoke. How did you learn that?
Hang on. Sorry, I need to hop off for a second. I'll be back in a moment.
Well, Luke is gone. Let's talk some smack about him. Luke is gay. He might not admit it. He has a girlfriend, but he's lying to himself. He's secretly in love with Jonathan, his high school. Is he back? Is he back? Oh, he's not back yet. So he's secretly in love with Jonathan, his high school bully, but he just kinda loves the side of him. That's why he hung around him with so much. But oh, hello.
You know I have wireless headset, right? So I can still hear you the whole time.
Oh, oh fuck. Oh fuck. I didn't say a word.
I heard nothing.
Okay, let's continue. And yeah, so how did your Christmas secret get ruined? Or well, Santa Claus.
I mean, it's sort of. It wasn't a big surprise. Like, I never fully believed in Santa. But, like, when I was very young, of course I did. But as I grew older, I was like, hang on. How logical is it that Santa can appear at every mall in the entire world at the exact same time? And then, how logical is it that he has a sleigh that can fly, deliver presents to people on Earth, and whenever you see him in a film, he'll stop off at one house and then immediately fly off. He won't just hop over to the next house. No, he has to go all the way to Brazil to deliver the next present. So it just sort of clicked slowly, and then, I mean, it became pretty obvious when we spoke about my granddad eating the mince pies that we leave out for Santa. I mean, Santa ate them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For us, it like Sinterklaas works differently. He has like black people to work for him. That's racist as fuck, but like, yeah, you know, it works. Um, yeah. So he just literally has black people to work for him. Now they're not black anymore. They're just like kind of tinted. Because people thought it was racist, even though it was a thing about like 100 years ago,
Yeah.
or like maybe 200 that it started. So everyone was racist back then. So, but you know, woke people. So instead of same thing, they went through the chimney. They just dropped off. That's why they were instead of black, they were like dust, covered in dust or chimney dust. You know. Um, So if they would just jump down the chimney, deliver your presents, but instead of being one guy, they had like a million of them. So
Hmm. Makes sense.
if you only did 18 houses, each person doing one, well, we got 18 million people, not 18 million houses, because housing shortage. Never mind. Um, so they had like a bunch of Pete's. Let's just call them that. That's as far as I can go. Um, So yeah, instead of being a lot of people, one person, it's just a lot of people, and just yeah. But we didn't have a chimney, so they just had a key, and if they didn't have a key, they would drop them off in the backyard. At least that's what I believed. But you know, um,
Was that your parents' way of like just when they had to deliver the presents last second? They're like Amazon was shipping in on Christmas Day. I knew it wouldn't be Amazon, but you can imagine they're just like, oh, leave it over the fence and we'll tell the children. And they lost the spare key, so they just left them in the garden. Got it.
yeah, yeah, they put in it. They put my parents put it in their garage, so that was also fun. Um,
Yeah.
one Christmas, my sister still believed, and I didn't. Um, so, um, we went to a apartment which was bigger than our house. I don't know how that's possible, but it was. Um, and yeah, my mum, my grandma, and my sister, we went to a restaurant. My dad was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go do something." I knew what he was doing. He was grabbing the presents and putting them on the balcony because they were in the car. I don't know how the fuck I didn't realize they were in the car, but like I knew, but in no way he kept them. That was not that smart. Um, so yeah, he just went over, and then I'm like, oh, and then he came back like 2 hours later. Even though I don't know why the fuck it took so long. Probably went on cheating with some girl, but like, who knows? Nah,
You
he's not
said
handsome enough.
it.
Believe me, you would say the same. But yeah. So after that, we went back to our apartment, and then me and my sister went like, "Huh, the door is open." I was pretending a little bit, but like I was also I'm a good actor, so yeah. Um, so we went over to the balcony. Whoo! Big sacks full of presents, or you know, however you want to call it. Um, so we opened them. Was fun. Was really fun. Um, but yeah, that was one of the last good Christmas Santa Clauses I don't know what to call it. Uh, it was just like present evening, which is literally yeah, that's literally the translation. I don't know why I called it that, but it sounds good in Dutch. Um,
Yeah.
so that was my story. What was your last good Christmas?
Oh, for the last good Christmas.
Do we have any siblings, by the way?
I have one older brother,
Nice.
which 4 years old he definitely learned way before me about not about Santa Claus not being real. And probably spoiled it to me at some point that I just don't remember. But,
Probably.
most likely. Um, hmm. What
Or
was
was
my
it that long ago that you can't remember?
I mean, every Christmas is good because you just get to sort of see people around you, see your family that you don't see so often, and you
Fair.
get some nice new stuff. I mean, the last few years, COVID, um,
Less people, more gifts, or just less people, less gifts?
less people, same number of gifts, but just sent through Amazon in the mail
Yeah,
or
yeah.
bank transfers if it's money.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
you still sort of get your cards and things from people saying, "Hello, we haven't forgotten you exist."
That's always good.
Mm.
A tradition we have in our family for a little bit. We buy each other scratch tickets. Well, my parents buy them for us, but like, you know, and usually we don't win anything. We might win the prize, the money back, or another scratch ticket, but the max prize is 100k, which I would like to get, but probably not gonna happen. So it's like a calendar. Each day of December you open one. So today was the first. Um, if I get 8 more gloves, but then without the fingers, I don't know what they're called. Um, but yeah, if I get 8 more of those, I win 2k,
Nice.
and that is enough to buy a PC.
Nice.
Nice.
Winnings.
Yeah. Um, do you want to go into history of Santa Claus or history of Christian, like the Christmas?
I mean, if we go into the Christian aspect of it, we're just gonna end up talking about the Nativity, and I imagine anyone who went to school has heard about the Nativity. Um, and if we end up talking about the history of Santa Claus, I don't know much about the history of Santa Claus except for why he's red.
Why do you think he's red?
I know for a fact why he's red, and it's because of Coca-Cola. Purely advertising. His
Ah,
suit was originally black until Coca-Cola turned it red in an advert, and then everyone just went, oh, "Okay," and now Santa is a big advert for Coca-Cola.
it is. Um,
I know. I haven't listened to it yet. I've been meaning to. Hang on, give me a second.
oh, he's back. He's gone again. Let's talk some smack again. My man
Sorry,
likes. Oh,
it was just a moment.
wow, there goes my whole smack talking again. But I was gonna talk about Alex, but um,
uh,
uh,
I believe you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet, but I know a artist called the Stupendium, which is nerdcore artist if you're into like video game music and things like. Well, I say video game music, I mean songs about video games, not songs from video games. But he has a song called "Lights on a Truck," which I haven't got the chance to listen to it yet, as I said. But from what I understand, it's all about basically what I just described and how Christmas has become this corporate sailing point, as even Santa being Coca-Cola as a person.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. The more realistic part on Santa Claus is just Dutch people not being able to talk English.
Hmm.
Because, like I said, we have Sinterklaas. Um, in the 1800s, around there, the uh, what was it? Industrialization, industrial revolution, that sort of period. A bit after, a lot of Dutch people went to America for work, which is fine because then there was a lot of work. Today,
Yeah.
you shouldn't go to America because you'll be hit with dumb people and racist things. Don't worry about it. So, back then, um, people from the Netherlands went there, people from all over Europe went there, brought their culture. Italians brought pizza and pasta, Dutch people brought Santa Claus, or well, their translation of it.
Yeah.
French people brought the white flag, um, and the English brought
Hey. And the colony.
nah, yeah, not really. And the Irish brought the famine again. So everyone brought their part, and the Spanish brought the Mexicans, and you know where that. So everyone did their part. Everyone bought their things, and Santa Claus was just like, oh, they described him as a man with a beard. He's old, with red clothes, because he was a bishop. Um, that's his history again. Um, so yeah, he and bishop was from Turkey, but then he lives in Spain with all his quote unquote slaves. Not really, but um, they portray him as like, oh, he helps people, but in secret he had slaves. That's why he had black people around him. Um, I might be talking slack. This is not racist. This is not rude. This is just kind of factual, but not really. Um,
We do not support this.
I do not support owning black people, or
Yeah.
racism, or like any kind of being rude to people. Um, unless being rude to people is acceptable if they're rude to you. But you still shouldn't be racist, sexist, or homophobic, or anything like that. Still kind of bad. Also, don't commit genocide.
Yeah. We don't need to teach you ethics. Like, you know your ethics.
If you don't, you should seek some help. We're not here for that. Um, so, yeah. So it was literally a case of bad translation. That's why it got Santa Claus, Sinterklaas, and because and also the date changed because like, oh, most of us are Christian. Maybe instead of putting on the 5th, let's do it on the 25th. Cause
Even though that's absolutely not when Jesus was born.
who knows? Well, we don't really
More
know
likely
when
to be
Jesus is
sometime
born.
like April or March, I believe. Or
We
am I getting
don't really. I don't really care because
Yeah,
he might have not been born at all.
most likely.
Maybe it's just a comical joke.
Maybe he was the author of Genesis.
Maybe. But yeah, so they changed the date and then changed like it didn't. It kind of changed a little bit. I don't know why he got elves lives on the North Pole and has a sleigh. I don't know where those changes came from, but the
I
man.
mean, I think the elves were a more humane version of what we were just talking about.
You're absolutely correct, but like, I don't know why he went from a horse and a steam boat to a sleigh with reindeer. Rain makes.
Children in a playground make things more ludicrous than they are, and then they become the real thing. Like Jingle Bells, Batman smells. Robin laid a gun, shot a tree, and made it pee in 1981.
That's
Genuine
funny.
version of Jingle Bells, by the way.
Yeah. So that's basically the history of Christmas and Santa Claus. But yeah, um, yeah, I'm maybe the thing about. Oh, we're on 25 minutes. Okay. Maybe thing about Christianity and Christmas and that sort of thing. I should say for the talk about religion, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
Um, so, we're done about Christmas, unless you have any other thing. I have something better, which is actually worse, but um, Christmas music.
Uh-huh.
Why? I have one question to any music maker. Why?
Um, that I can answer this question with a Christmas song. There's a satirical Christmas song all about making a Christmas number one and how you will be rolling in dough for the rest of your life and you can retire on that Christmas number one.
Yeah, Mariah Carey be like.
Yeah, literally what she did.
Yeah, like I don't know what. Like I absolutely despise Christmas music. Not because it's bad, it just gets stuck in your head.
That's the point.
That's the fucking point. I know. But I'd rather listen to I Am a Gummy Bear than to
I
listen to
am a
Christmas
gummy
music.
bear.
You
Good
can't even
choice.
sing it.
I don't know the lyrics.
No, you
Other
don't.
than I am a gummy bear.
I am a gummy bear. I am a
I
gummy
am a
bear.
gummy bear.
Shoot me in the head. I'm a gummy bear. Nah, don't commit suicide, guys. This was a joke.
That's another version of Jingle Bells right there.
Absolutely right.
Crashing through the snow on a pair of broken skis. Crash over hills we go, crashing into trees. The snow is turning red. I think I might be dead. I woke up in the hospital with stitches in my head.
Perfect. But like, Christmas songs are annoying because they get played so much. They're way too overrated. The people that sing them are fucking annoying, and yeah, that was basically my list. They make
Alright,
stupid amounts of money.
fair enough.
So if I'm ever gonna make a song, I might make a Christmas song just for the sakes of it. Just that money, though.
Yep.
I think probably Mariah Carey is also tired of her songs.
Yeah.
Like, if you listen to it every single Christmas, each
It's
time
lit-
you go to a mall, supermarket, anything at all. Last
Well,
Christmas, you gave
uh,
me my. I don't know if that's the right song, but you know.
I was about to say, someone's next Christmas number is, I don't want a lot for Christmas. This is all I'm asking for. Just please turn off the radio. Just throw it out the front door.
Yeah. Like, in November, like a couple weeks ago, Sky Radio, I don't know if you know that thing,
Hmm.
so it played Christmas music, and my coworkers were like, fuck that shit, different radio. Like, it's not even December yet. Now it is, and now they're fine with it. I'm like, agony. Pure agony. But, that's the last thing I want to talk about Christmas.
I do have one thing for you. I know you just said you hate Christmas music, but have you heard the Christmas song, Santa is a Scotsman?
No? I might be
I will,
intrigued.
I will have to send it to you at some point, and I'm sorry it will get stuck in your head, but it's hilarious.
Send it to me now and I'll listen to it later.
Alright.
The one thing I did like about Christmas, the food.
Yeah.
The food. I gained like 10 kilos of food in one evening. Unlike every other meal, it's like 5, but I seriously don't gain that much weight. But um, I think I might be done with this podcast. I think we are done.
We are done here.
Yeah, I'm sad Alex didn't turn up, but like
Mm.
he's busy. He's a busy guy. He has maybe a social life. Doubt it, but
Yeah.
Um, so as always, I hope you enjoy and
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, motherfuckers!